everybody. Welcome back to Rants with Jordan. Hello, I'm Jordan. So a couple things. Your girl got... Okay, I did turn this off. Your girl has a tripod that I'm using right now. My tripod. No longer will I be making videos and just popping my phone on a bunch of books on my laptop in order to record a video. I got myself a tripod, little cheap ass thing, like $15 on Amazon. Don't know where this is supposed to go. It does not say it in the instructions. Like, it says it nowhere in the instructions where it's supposed to go. And there's nothing else for me to read. There's a link I can go to. It's if any of you guys want to know, it's can you guys see this? Y'all can see that. It's this. Anyway, so I know I said that the Lizzo video is still coming for those of you who care, all 45 of you. 45 subscribers. But I hope I'm right. I think there's 45 of you. 45 subscribers. For those of you who care, the Lizzo video is coming, but this ranking is kicking my ass. Like, I can't pick. I have a top, like, 3. It's everything else. And I know what song I don't like on that album. It's only one song that I just don't care about. But it's everything in between the top 3 and the bottom 13. Like, it's everything in between that. So anyway, eventually I'm gonna be making a Beyoncé Renaissance video. I'm gonna make like a first listen song ranking on the album. That's also gonna be coming at some point. I'm gonna try and get those 2 videos out before next Thursday, because I will be either you'll see me 2 more times in the next week or 2, in like the next week and a half, or the next time you see me, I'll be in my dorm, or I'll be at my college. So anyway, as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to just go over the whole Kelis versus Beyoncé drama that unfolded before the album even dropped. So I got this is a long ass list, y'all, so I don't know. Okay? I don't know how long we're going to be here. I don't. This is a long list. My phone is charged. So this video might be 30 minutes. This video might be over an hour. I don't know. And you're either going to see this, what's today? Wednesday? It's Thursday now. No, it's still Wednesday. You're either going to see this tomorrow, Thursday on the 4th, or you're going to see it Friday on the 5th of August. Anyway. So unless you've been living under a rock, let's get into the video. Whew. Unless you've been living under a rock, on July 29th, Beyoncé made history again, as she always does, and dropped her highly anticipated 7th studio album, Renaissance. Now, that album is phenomenal, and again, the ranking, I know my favorite song. That's it. Everything else changes. Everything else changes. But she released her album. That video will be coming out eventually. I don't want to say soon. Eventually it'll come out. And some drama unfolded before the album even came out. And originally I was just not going to make a video about this because it was so stupid. And then of course Twitter and social media, everyone just blew this everyone blew this drama, if you can even call it that. Everyone blew it way out of proportion. So, okay, let me say this first. If you came to this video, you should know by the title, but if you came to this video expecting me to be 10 toes down and defending Kelis, this is the wrong video for you. I would suggest going to somebody else, because this is no. And I'm a Beyoncé stan. However, I'm not going to like dig into. I'm not going to like dig. Yes, I am. But like, I'm not going to get. I'm going to try to remain as respectful as I can, while also making sure that I am taking into account Kelis' feelings about all of this throughout this entire video. Because that's one thing I want it to be known with this entire situation. Kelis has every right to be pissed the fuck off that a song that she was on is being, coming up here crusty dusty, and a song that she was on is being used without her consent. Like, she has every right to be upset. And I am not going to sit here and say that Kelis should not be upset about how her music is being used. We'll get into that in a little bit. So let's talk. So, like a couple days before the album. So first of all, a couple days, like three or 4 days before the album came out, the album leaked. So that the Beehive was already trying to do damage control. We're reporting accounts left and right on Stan Twitter. Let me tell the tea. So that happens, and while that's happening on Instagram, completely different app. On Instagram, a Kelis fan page tagged Kelis, I don't know, or like somehow Kelis found out from a Kelis fan page that Beyoncé, the wording was that Beyoncé and Kelis have a collab on Beyonce's new album. Now, obviously, if you've looked at the tracking list, if you look at the album track, Beyoncé and Kelis do not have a goddamn collab on that album. But anyway, and the song that we're referring to is the song Energy. So, okay, obviously, it's not true. Beyoncé and Kelis are not collabing on Energy, because Kelis didn't know that Kelis didn't know that kind of music was being used. Also, the song that fan page said that Beyoncé was using as the sample was not the actual song. I think the song was something Love in the song. I don't know Kelis' discography, y'all. I'm so sorry. But they got the song wrong. And what ended up being sampled was Milkshakes. We'll get into that a bit later. I know we're 7 minutes in. It's a lot. I'm so sorry. We're on the second bullet point. So, Kelis sees that, right? All the information is wrong. Because Kelis is out here thinking that she has a collab with Beyonce. So I'm pretty sure in her mind that meant Beyonce is using my vocals without my permission. Which, again, wasn't true, but anyway. So, Kelis and her sister, they flipped the hell out. And this is where I'm going to have to get into Kelis a little bit. Flip the hell out before you even heard the song, calling Beyonce a devil worshiper, calling her all kinds of sluts and whores, alleging that Beyonce slept with multiple producers in order to get her hits, and what was the other one? Oh, and the legend that Beyonce copied her, which that thing that's going around of Beyonce copying Kelis is Beyonce's Dangerously in Love cover, and I think the Milkshake cover for Kelis. I think it's the Milkshake cover, or it's another. It's a Beyonce Dangerously in Love cover and a Kelis cover, and everyone's saying that Beyonce copied Kelis. Mind you, that Beyonce cover came out 3 months before the Kelis album cover did. So, how can you copy somebody and their stuff came after you anyway? So, they both flip the hell out. So then the album drops on July 29th. As usual, Beyonce made history, already shattering records. So, anyway, I'm going to hit my paper right here because I can't keep looking down. Okay, so it turns out that it wasn't a collab, because it was not a collab. If it was a collab, Kelis would have been contacted. And it was not a collab. And it turned out to be the sample that everyone was talking about turned out to be a sample of the Milkshake drums. Everyone keeps talking about the whole la 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 part. That's the Kelis thing, that's from a different song, guys. Because Kelis' milkshakes is la 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 la, and energy is la 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 la. That's not the same. And the la la's from a different song anyway. So let's stop it right there. Beyoncé did not use Kelis' vocals and on the track, and Kelis was credited on Beyonce's website. She was credited as a performer because it was an interpolation. And even though Beyonce did not have to, she legally did not have to put Kelis anywhere on this goddamn album, but she still credited her on her website. So anyway, we're gonna start getting into like writing credits and producing credits and like how writing and producing credits work. What I'm going to talk about is going to be very surface level because I just want everyone to understand what I'm talking about. So if you want to like listen to somebody do like a deep dive, you guys need to find somebody to do a deep dive on, like, or look up a YouTube video on how like writing and producing and sampling credits and interpolation credits work in the music industry, because I know a good chunk of how writing and producing credits work. I kind of know how interpolation credits work, and I kind of know how, like, I know how sampling works a bit, but like I don't know enough to do like a whole deep dive. I just know enough to do a shitty video on it, okay? So like, don't come for me. So, anyway. So, the sample is the milkshake drums. Kelis' vocals are not on this track, but yet Kelis was still credited as a performer. Kelis did not write or produce milkshakes. Now, let's talk a little bit about how writing and sampling credits work. When you want to, let's talk about how sampling works just for a bit, actually. If you want to sample somebody, the way that works is your lawyers are going to contact whoever owns the publishing and whoever wrote the song. Those are the two parties that your lawyers will contact. If you want to sample somebody, you would contact the writer of the song, and you would contact whoever produced the song. Those are the two parties you contact. Kelis did not write Milkshake. Kelis did not produce Milkshake. Therefore, Beyoncé legally did not have to go to Kelis in order to get that sample. All Beyonce's lawyers had to do was contact that Pharrell and that Chad guy, the people who wrote and produced the song, because that's how credits work. Now, let's get into Pharrell and them, because they're going to hell. So, if you don't know, Milkshake was originally written for Britney Spears, from what I've researched. It was originally written for Britney Spears, and from what I've seen, either Britney turned down the song and didn't want to have the song on her album, or I saw another thread talking about how Kelis and Pharrell got into a big argument, and Pharrell said that he should have given Milkshakes to Britney in the first place. So either Britney turned the song down, or Pharrell wanted to give it to Britney but ended up giving it to Kelis. Either way, Kelis did not write or produce the song. No one has to go to you in order to get approval, or in order to get your input on how that sample is used, because you don't own your publishing and you're not credited as a writer. So again, so you're not credited as a writer. That's how the industry works. And talking about Pharrell and Chad, so if you don't know, Pharrell and Chad, basically, Kelis was young in the industry, as everyone was. And Pharrell and this Chad, I don't know who this Chad, I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know who that is. So Pharrell. I'm talking about Pharrell and Chad, but Pharrell. So, Pharrell, screws Kelis out of her publishing and writing credits, basically. So I think for her first 2 albums, Kelis is just not credited as a writer, and she's not, she doesn't own any part of the publishing. I think the Neptune. So I think Pharrell and Chad are the Neptune. I don't care enough, but Pharrell and Chad screwed her out of her writing credits and screwed her out of her publishing. So Kelis' name is nowhere to be found on her first 2 albums except for performer. Now, when you are listed as a performer on a song, no one has to go to you. What Beyonce's lawyers did, because it was Beyonce's lawyer, Beyonce probably just said, hey, I want to use Milkshakes. I want to use that drum sample in Energy. And she probably told her lawyers that. She probably told her team that, because again, it takes an entire team to put together an album. Her lawyers went to Pharrell. Her lawyers went to Chad. They signed off on it. Pharrell and Chad got paid, and Beyonce was able to use the drum sample. That's how that works. And I don't know what else to tell you. That's just how that works. Like, that's just how it works. You're a performer. And and Milkshakes, I'm pretty sure, came after her first 2 albums. So yeah, and I understand that Kelis is upset about losing out on her publishing and her masters and her writing credits. I know. And Kelis has I want to reiterate, Kelis has every single right to be pissed the fuck off. However, it is not Beyonce she needs to be pissed at. I'm so sorry. Beyonce don't own her masters. And Beyonce is not the one who stole your credits and your publishing from under you. Beyonce didn't do that. Beyonce just said, I want to use this. Her lawyers contacted Pharrell and Chad's lawyers. Everything got signed off. Everyone got paid. And then the sample was used on the album. No one has to go to you. You don't own anything. And she has every right to be upset that she does not own anything. However, where was all this energy for Doja Cat? That's what I want to ask. Where the hell was all this energy for Doja Cat? Because Doja Cat used Milkshake for, I think the song is called Move, I think. I don't know Doja Cat's discography that well. I don't listen to her enough. I need to. But Doja Cat also used the Milkshake sample. Didn't credit you at all. Did not contact you at all. And yet you're not on Instagram screaming and crying that about it being about respect. After you backtrack, after you heard the song. Let's get that straight, Kelis. You didn't say shit when Doja Cat sampled you and didn't credit you and didn't call you. And you didn't, and apparently you didn't give enough of a shit to talk about it when some random white, I don't know who it is, y'all, but some random white woman called Kelis, said, hey, bestie, I'm using a sample from one of your songs in my song. I hope you're okay with that. And used it and did not credit Kelis. Where was all this energy for Doja Cat and that random white woman? And Milkshakes is obvious. Milkshakes is probably, I would say Milkshakes is probably one of the most sampled songs out there right now. It's a good ass song. I'm not gonna sit here and just completely dog out Kelis. Milkshakes is a fucking classic, okay? You will respect her for that. Okay? Whew. Anyway. So yeah. So anyway, days go by. This Beyonce stands are defending Beyonce. Kelis, okay, let's be honest. I ain't know Kelis has stands because she doesn't. Kelis doesn't actually have stands. But if she does, there are not this many of them. A lot of people just don't like Beyonce because they think, one, they don't like black women, and two, they don't see Beyonce as human, which is why they allow everybody to say whatever the fuck they want about Beyonce. But when the Beehive comes back and gives you that same energy, all of a sudden we do too much. All of a sudden we worship Beyonce. You call Beyonce a satanic devil worshiper. You told everyone that Beyonce slept with multiple producers in order to get her hits. You can't, I mean, like, you can't just start dragging, like, this is just common sense. You can't start dragging one of the biggest artists in the world right now and not expect to get your wig snatched. You can't do that. I don't know where you thought you, because, and maybe it's because I think Kelis thinks that she's a legend. I think that she thinks she's a legend. Me personally, I don't think she's a legend. I'm sorry. Not everybody who fell the hell off in 2005 is a legend. I'm so sorry. Like, she's not. I'm sorry. She's not a legend. Is she an icon? Yes. Has Kelis made an impact on the music industry? Yes. I'm not taking that away from her, but she's not a legend. Very few people in my. If you ask anybody, I'm Gen Z. If you ask anybody in my generation, first of all, if you ask anyone in my generation who Kelis was, a lot of people, especially if they're not black, a lot of people would not be able to tell you who the hell that is. And then on top of that, if you do tell them who that is, and you ask them what songs, plural, what songs do you know by her, they're probably going to say milkshakes and then stop, because that's all they know. Like, oh, sorry, don't. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but like, let's be serious for a second. Anyway, so Kelis backtracks. And a couple days go by, everyone's getting dragged. Beehive is dragging. The Beyonce haters, because you're not Kelis' stans, the Beyonce haters are dragging. And then yesterday, Beyonce just snatched her off the entire song. Snatched the entire sample off the song. And now everybody's mad about that. Now everybody's mad about that. Because Kelis said that she didn't want Beyonce to put... Kelis said that she didn't want her shit on Beyonce's album. Beyonce took it off. Which, again, because Kelis doesn't own shit... Kelis doesn't own any of her shit. So because Kelis doesn't own any of her shit, Beyonce could have still called Kelis. Kelis could have said no, and Beyonce could have still just said, I want it still, and done it. And if Kelis tried to sue, it wouldn't be able to happen because legally everything is in place. You're a performer on the song. You didn't write shit. You didn't produce anything. Anyway. So Beyonce removes Kelis Pop energy. Everyone's dragging. And I just want to explain, I want to talk about some of the hypocrisy I'm seeing in this. A lot of you guys are calling Beyonce stans mean and nasty. You're calling Beyonce stans all kinds of names and everything. Yet, you all don't have that same energy for Kelis. Y'all are talking about, y'all are talking about, why are y'all so quick to drag a black woman? Kelis called Beyonce a slut. Kelis called Beyonce a satanic worshiper. Kelis said that Beyonce slept with everybody to get her hits. Is that not mean spirit? Is that not mean? I'm sorry. Is that not mean? And Kelis is very lucky that Beyonce is not like these other girls out here. Okay? Because Beyonce's at a point in her career where she could snatch up Kelis' masters and be petty like Michael Jackson did. She could. She got the money. She could and I'm pretty sure her Kelis masters are not worth that much. Whoa! I'm pretty sure they're not worth that much. So, y'all Why are y'all, why are Beyonce staying so quick to attack black women? Y'all just don't like black women. Beyonce's black too. And Beyonce's blacker than Kelis. Kelis is mixed with two other races. Beyonce's it's fully black. Kelis is mixed. And I saw people online talk about some Kelis as a dark-skinned black woman. Bitch, Kelis is like 3 shades darker than Beyonce. She is light-skinned. That woman is light-skinned, but I digress. I think a lot of the hate and a lot of this hypocrisy is coming from the fact that y'all don't see Beyonce as a person because of her status. Which is very, very telling, because y'all saw okay, let me get my thoughts together. Y'all saw how treating big artists like they're not people has affected big artists. My main example, Michael Jackson. No one treated that man like he was a person. Nobody did. No one treated Michael Jackson like he was a person. And y'all doing the exact same thing to Beyonce. Y'all don't treat Beyonce as a person, but I also think, like, if you want, let's really get into the tea and the fruit punch. I also think that a lot of you guys are okay with Beyonce getting disrespected so much because a lot of y'all don't see Beyonce as black. You all see the light skin and the blonde hair and the more Eurocentric feature, because Beyonce still has black features. They're just not as black as, like, my features are. They're not as obvious. But she still got black features. But you see the light skin, the blonde wigs, and y'all see all that and y'all think white woman. But in the same breath, talk about how Solange is a real black woman. Solange is Beyonce's sister. They got the same father and mother. And again, I just don't understand. Y'all are bitching and moaning online about how Beyonce is so nasty. The woman called Beyonce a satanic worshiper. Did you not? Fuck Beyonce for a second. You call anybody who's big right now a satanic worshiper and watch their fans react the exact same way as Beyonce would. Beyonce's fans are. She could have... Imagine. But also, Kelis does not like Beyonce. Kelis hasn't liked Beyonce since Beyonce came on the scene. Because Kelis thinks that Beyonce copied her career, which me personally, I don't see it. If we want to talk about copying, Beyonce modeled her career and she took notes and studied from Janet Jackson and Tina Turner. And I'm sorry, I'm going to drag Kelis for a little bit. Talk about I was the first bitch to scream on a microphone and Beyonce's copying me screaming on a microphone. Bitch, no you weren't. Now I'm going to have to get a little nasty. Bitch, no you weren't. We're not going to sit up here and act like Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle was not screaming for their lives back in the 60s. I was the first bitch to scream on a microphone. Bitch, fuck you. Anyway, so, y'all are hypocrites. A lot of y'all are hypocrites in this because it's protect black women, so it's Beyonce. It's protect black women, so it's Beyonce. Apparently. Called Beyonce a satanic worshiper. Called her a slut. Called her all kinds of names. But Beyonce fans are in the wrong for defending their favorite artist. And yes, Stan Twitter can get very toxic, but this is not toxic. It's not. I'm so sorry. And for those of you who have never been on Stan Twitter or who were never interested in it or who once you found out about it, you were too old to be on Stan Twitter, this is not toxic. I'm so sorry. I've seen toxic. Toxic would have been Beehive leaking the fuck out of her address. Toxic would have been a Beehive hacking all her shit. I've seen that. I've seen Stan bases do that. Leaking people's entire address, leaking where their kids go to school. attacking the people on the street. I've seen that. Beyonce stands for this dragging Kelis online. And she deserves to get dragged because her anger is so misplaced. And Kelis' anger being so misplaced and directed at Beyonce, now it's causing all of you to have all of your anger misplaced and directed at Beyonce when the real abuser is about to get off scot-free because y'all want Beyonce to be the villain so goddamn bad. Pharrell is the one that stole Kelis' shit. Where are the viral tweets discussing how Pharrell and Chad stole Kelis' shit? Where is it? Y'all are so damn dead set on making Beyonce the villain that the man who actually abused and used Kelis and is profiting off of Kelis, the men who actually did that shit, they're about to walk away scot-free. Because y'all want Beyonce to be the villain so goddamn bad. Beyonce did not steal that woman's publishing. Beyonce did not steal her masters. Beyonce didn't steal anything from Kelis. Pharrell and that Chad guy did. They stole her shit. Not Beyonce. That's why I'm saying Kelis has every right to be pissed off. Just not at Beyonce. I'm so sorry. It's a respect. I'm sorry. It's a respect thing. That's a courtesy. No one has to do that. No one has to do that. If you know how expensive lawyers are, if my lawyers don't have to contact somebody in order for me to sample a goddamn song, we're not going to waste time and money and resources that could be spent talking to people who actually matter when it comes to the publishing and the writing credits. We're not wasting our time. We're not wasting our time going to you. That's wasting time and money. And then again, because you don't own shit, even if you said no, Beyonce could have still used your shit, and it wouldn't matter because you don't own anything. So, Kelis, you need to be mad at Pharrell. But we're not going to sit up here and act like this is only about Pharrell. You hate Beyonce. That's why you and your dumbass sister called her all those names and alleged all that untrue shit. And now you're off the album completely. And again, I need to bring it back to Doja Cat and that random white lady and all the other people who sampled Kelis' shit. Wouldn't it make sense that if you don't like the fact that put yourself in Kelis' position. Your publishing, your writing credits were stolen from under you because you didn't know how the game worked. And now you have absolutely no say in whether your songs can be used by certain people or not. You have no say. If it meant that much to Kelis if it meant that much to Kelis, if Kelis' masters meant that much to her, enough to make a video calling Beyonce a satanic worshiper, or to make Instagram comments calling Beyonce a satanic worshiper and a thief. Kelis, if your masters mattered to you that much, why the fuck aren't you suing Pharrell and Chad for everything that they own? Can somebody please answer me that? Why the fuck are you sitting here yelling at Beyonce when Pharrell and Chad are the one that got your shit? Why are you not asking your fan? I don't know how much money you got, but why aren't you spending your time and spending your anger into getting lawyers, into getting musicologists who can help you win your case against the two men who fucked you over? You're up here yelling at Beyonce. You're directing all this anger at Beyonce. Pharrell has your shit. If your masters and your publishing, and if the way your songs are being used means that much to you, sue the fuck out of Pharrell and Chad. Sue them. Sue the hell out of them. If you need to raise money, you got millions of fans apparently on social media all of a sudden. Ask them. Because you directed your anger at somebody who did everything they were supposed to do in order to get that sample, now the man who actually abused you and the people who actually abused you and stole your shit are about to walk away scot-free because you just hate Beyonce so much. This isn't about your masters. This isn't about your publishing credits. You just don't like Beyonce. And I honestly, and I think I speak for all of the Hive, we would respect you so much more if you just say you didn't like Beyonce. Like, really. You didn't have to say all that shit about Beyonce. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to admit, because I've been dragging you by your lace front for the past 5 minutes. I'm going to admit, some of the shit the Hive is saying is a bit disrespectful. Like, I saw somebody in the Hive say Milkshake was a terrible song. Nobody stood behind him, not even the Hive. At least the Hive knows. The Hive is delusional. We're not completely delusional. We know that Milkshake is a hit. Like, it's literally on my playlist. Like, you know, we all know Milkshake is a hit. We're just upset that you are directing all this anger at somebody who does not matter. Really. I gotta say, Beyonce does not matter in the situation. She did everything she needed to do legally. Beyonce don't matter. The people who do matter is Pharrell and this Chad guy. They matter. They got your stuff. So you need to sue the hell out of them. You need to sue the hell if your shit is that important to you. And to all the Kelis stans out there, the hot takes that you are spewing on social media, you're not doing anything. You're saying a whole bunch of nothing. How are you dragging the fuck out of Beyonce and standing 10 toes down and defending Kelis, and then in your thread you're talking about how you want to stream her first 2 albums? Kelis is not getting paid when you stream her first 2 albums because Kelis got her shit stolen from her. How the fuck that makes sense? How the hell are you gonna stand? How the fuck you stand Kelis? You're all of a sudden you're a Kelis stan, even though Kelis got her shit stolen years ago. Didn't say shit about it. When Doja Cat used it, didn't say shit. When that white lady used it, you didn't say shit. When all these other artists used Kelis' stolen work, y'all didn't say shit. Y'all are hypocrites. And y'all are, again, so busy trying to make Beyonce the villain that you all have missed the entire point of all this. Streaming Kelis' first 2 albums is not helping her at all. Because Kelis will not see a cent from you streaming those albums. Do you know who will make money from you streaming her albums in solidarity with Kelis? The people who abused her in the first place. Do you see now how, like, your entire argument makes no sense because you're standing 10 toes down defending Kelis, yet you're still putting money into her abuser's pockets? You see how your argument now makes no sense, regardless of what you just said? Do you see how your argument just makes no sense? Pharrell and Chad are going to get away with the scot-free. And Beyonce is going to get a 7th number 1 album. And hopefully, if the Hive can get their shit together, she will also have the number 1 song with Break My Soul. I'm going to end. I think I'm done with this because I'm upset and my head hurts. But Kelis stans, or people who are defending Kelis, defend her. I'm not saying you can't. Her feelings about the situation are completely valid, but you also have to realize her anger is misdirected. Beyonce does not own, nor did Beyonce steal Kelis' masters. Pharrell and Chad did. They are the people who matter. Beyonce does not matter. That's the only time you will hear me say that. Beyonce does not matter in this situation. She does not matter. Because she did everything, her lawyers, not Beyonce, her lawyers. Because those are people, that's their job. That's not Beyonce's job to get the sample clear. That's her lawyer's job. That's not Beyonce's job. So Beyonce's lawyers did their job and did everything they needed to do legally within the music copyright law system to get that sample. Kelis, if you're going to be pissed off about Beyonce not calling you, you need to show that same energy to Doja Cat and that random white lady and all these other people who not only did not call you, or who did call you, but then sampled your shit anyway and did not credit you at all. Kelis, if you're writing credits and you're publishing your masters, if they mean so much to you that you gotta call another woman who has said nothing up until this point. Beyonce said nothing. But if that stuff means so much to you that you have to call another woman who has not said anything about the situation, a devil worshiper, a slut, and a thief, and a person who sleeps with people to get hits, if your albums and if your masters and your credits meant that much to you to say that shit about somebody else, you need to direct your anger and you need to direct the outrage to the people who abused you. And you need to get your lawyers on the phone and start making a plan to sue the fuck out of Pharrell and Chad. With that being said, Kelis, I hope to God you get your masters back. I know I dragged your wig a little bit in this video, but I am just not going to sit here and deny your impact. You deserve to have your shit at the end of the day. Kelis deserves to have her shit at the end of the day. But if you guys keep making Beyonce the villain, the people who abused Kelis and the people who stole her shit are going to get away. And you are going to allow them to get away while yelling at a woman who does not matter. Kelis fans, you can't be defending Kelis while at the same time streaming the music that was stolen from her in solidarity. It doesn't work like that. Because you're just funneling more money into our abusers' pockets. That's giving them more resources to steal and profit off of Kelis' work. Learn how sampling and writing credits work, because I could have made this video about the whole drama that's been going on. Every day is a new thing. Dionne Warwick, nasty old bitch ass. Anyway, why are there 24 writers on a song? Do you not know how many samples are on all these songs? Do y'all not know how many people are getting paid off this album alone? People whose catalogs have been forgotten about are seeing a resurgence in their music. People who are new to the industry are now going to get so many jobs and so many doors are going to open for them because they have Beyonce's name on their resume. Learn how writing and sampling works. That being said, I'm done. Let's get to the part of the video where I talk about my life for like 5 minutes. Anyway, next Thursday I leave for school. I am very nervous. The IT people, they're fucking me over right now because I call because I need to get a parking spot. It is just me in Louisiana. I gotta get a parking spot at my school because if a hurricane comes, I am not about to fight the entire city of New Orleans and all the parishes surrounding it to get on a flight out. I just want to drive. I just want to be able to drive upstate or drive to Alabama or drive to Texas. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be stuck if a hurricane comes or if something happens and an emergency happens and I need to get back up here to DC. I need to, like, and the parking lady is like, they haven't put us in the system yet. And she's waiting for them to put us in the system. So she can't do anything. So my university IT is already scaring me, because why are we a week and a half away from orientation? Or not orientation. Why are we a week and a half away from move-in day? And we don't got our parking spots yet. What is happening? Anyway, that's what's happening in my life. My boxes are shipped. They're coming next week. Hopefully they get here before, they said they're going to get here before I leave. 4 days before I, 4? 3. 3 days before I leave, on the 8th. They're going to get here 3 days before I leave. So hopefully the boxes get here. Because I want my poster, I want my shirt, and my CD. College is hard. And I'm not even in college yet. So pray for me. First year, finally going to college. The Lizzo video is coming. I don't know when. I'm sorry. Like, I know I've been saying it, but like, stuff keeps happening. I want to make video. I want to keep making videos relating to pop culture, but the Lizzo video is coming. The Renaissance video might come before it though, because I can't stop listening to Renaissance. I literally can't listen to anything else. So that Renaissance video might come by the end of the week. I don't know. Or it might come by early next week. I don't know. That album is so fucking good. That album is so good. 10 out of 10. Is there anything else I need to talk to you guys about? I don't think so. Hopefully I can vlog. I can vlog my trip to Louisiana. That'll be fun. It's probably not going to be long. But then again, I'm thinking I have orientation in like 2 weeks. So like, I might film the drive down, like a little bit of the drive down. And whenever we stop, I might film. I might film me when I'm getting into my room and everything. And then I also might film like me doing orientation. And I know my friend, my friend wants, I'm going to ask my friend to give me a tour because she goes there already. I'm not filming that. Because again, y'all are fucking psychopaths. Fuck you guys. Oh, not fuck you guys. But fuck you guys. Y'all, a lot of you people are psychopaths. So, I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm excited. College is happening. Kelis, I hope you get your shit back. Because as much as I've dragged you in this video, you did not deserve to have your shit stolen from under you. You didn't deserve that. Milkshakes is one of the greatest songs of all time. Woo! Milkshakes is one of the greatest songs of all time. I'm sorry, if people forget if people forget Kelis' name, they're not going to forget that song. My milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. Damn right. No one's forgetting that anytime soon. So even if people forget Kelis, they're not going to forget that goddamn song. Okay? She did magic on that fucking song. Tell me one time you went to the club and you haven't heard milkshakes. And if you have, that's not a good club. Ew. But yeah, the Renaissance video is probably going to come out soon. Kelis needs to get her shit. I start college. I don't know what I know this upload schedule is already shaky. If you're still here, thank you, by the way. I know this upload schedule is shaky as fuck. However, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what my upload schedule is going to look like. I really want to try and consistently do 2 videos a week. At the minimum, I want to do 2 videos a week. My goal is to eventually have a work-life balance where I can make 3 videos a week. But depending on how because again, I'm going to be a first year in college. So depending on how that goes, you might just be getting videos from me whenever. Thank you to all my new subscribers who have come. Thank you guys for watching my videos. It means a lot to me. I'm going to make these album breaking videos. I have to at this point. every video on my channel so far has been negative. I don't think I have one positive video on this channel yet. And this is like my 8th video. And I don't think I have one positive video on here. And that upsets me. I don't want my channel to just be about because it's called Rants with Jordan. That don't mean we gotta be negative all the time. It's just that negative shit keeps happening and it's it's good content. I'm sorry. So, by the way, I'm definitely, so I got 3 videos to do before next Thursday. Because I am most definitely making a review for the Sims 4 high school year. I told you guys that I will take one for the team. I got a brand new gaming laptop. That pack is buggy as fuck. Anyway, watch my last 2 videos. I'm pretty sure my last videos are the Sims 4. No, the Sims team needs to get it together. And I think my other video was the music industry sucks. For all my girlies who like to talk about black topics, watch my video on dark skin people and how you guys hate dark skin. I think the video is called "Why Do You All Hate Dark Skin Women So Much?" Or let's talk about why y'all hate dark skin women so much. It's something like that. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the new subscribers. It means a lot. Almost at 50 subscribers. That's cool to me. I'm almost halfway to 100 subscribers. So I'm gonna go edit this video, which means add an intro and outro, and then, okay. Which means add an intro and outro, and then process a video on my editing app. Cause I don't think I have the strength to do jump cuts. I'm so sorry. If you don't like long form videos like this, I'm so sorry. I just don't think I have the strength to do. I don't think I have the strength to do jump cuts every 30 seconds. I don't think I can do all that. I don't think I'm gonna have time. And the editing software I use kind of fucking sucks. So whoops. But anyway. I'm gonna actually go. I always do this shit. I'll just talk and talk and talk for 10 more minutes after the video is actually over. So I'm gonna go. Eventually you guys will get a life update. Whether it be here in this junky basement or in my dorm in college. So yeah, I'm gonna go drink some tea and get to working on this video. I'm gonna try and upload it today. It's tomorrow. I'm going to upload it today. I think it's Thursday now. I think it's Thursday now. I don't fucking know. Oh my god. I think it's Thursday now. Yeah, I'm going to go, guys. Justice for Kelis, child. But, don't drag Beyoncé into it. At the end of the day, that's the whole point. Okay. Bye, y'all. Thank you.